Yes, everybody, welcome back. My name's Stephen Howson. This is Howson's Brew. I'm having a T2, allegedly T2, because I don't think there's any 2 in that. I'm here with Jay, who's having a coffee. What are you on, Andy?
T1.
Andy Tate, all having a brew. Are you having a brew at home? Let us know in the comments how you're having a brew and what's occurring. What we called it. The transfer market is open, making moves already. Are we?
Probably, possibly, hopefully.
Fucking better be.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Imagine we're not.
Come on, man.
I hope we are doing something, like you say.
If we haven't signed Ronaldo, if we haven't signed
You went home.
Sancho, Grealish, and someone else by the end of the day, I'll be very disappointed.
It's going to be the shortest transfer window, though, isn't it?
Is it, though? It opens to October?
Season starts like, was it
Yeah,
September 12th,
in terms of how long you've got before the season starts, you're right, it's not very long at all, but yeah, I think you're right, it is longer.
Get 3 quality players in.
But we need to act fast because we need players for the start of the season.
Oh, yeah, we're
anyway.
good at that.
I know.
Fucking Wan-Bissaka was done in March. He didn't come till, was it July when he ended up?
They said we want 50 million and we said no. And in the end,
50 million.
Yeah, we give him 50 million. Just
Same
like
with
with
Harry
Leicester.
Maguire. It must be a joke, like, United ring up, they're like, oh, it's Manchester United, is it? Yeah, 80 million, mate. No, we're not taking 50, lad. Yeah, I'll see you in 3 months, you fucking
The best one was the clauses. Remember when like Palace were like we wanted to put a if he wins the Champions League clause in and all this stuff. They were like, you're not even in it yet, so we're not putting that clause in.
Mate, I would actually pay cash to be in some of the negotiating meetings to just see what random shit gets flung in there, because there's mad things that get put into clauses and like buyouts and even player contracts. You're like, what?
Yeah, I can
He
imagine.
needs 6 tickets and fucking train fare from London for his family. What? Fuck off. You're on 100 grand a week. Sort it yourself. Not bad. A fucking year pass.
I know there's bonuses and incentives on the Fernandes deal, wasn't there? That's what United have put in, or what was demanded by Lisbon.
Actually, I can't even remember. I'm still amazed we got him for as much as we got Fred.
That's crackers when you word it like, and that's not disrespect to Fred, but it is in this current climate.
Will you fuck off WhatsApping us fucking indicator fucking updates? Not bad.
Yeah.
Are you indicator?
Do you work at KFC? Do you? Yeah. I've forgotten now what I was on about.
Fuck,
you
just admit the fuck
indicator.
off.
You just
Talking
ruined
about
me.
Fred.
That was it, Fred. Yeah. You
Talk
don't get
sport.
anything for 47 million now, so Bruno's a bargain.
Actual bargain.
Yeah, cool. He's already paid his wage. He's paid his fee already. I mean, we've got Champions League football. There he goes.
You could quite
Worth
be right.
45 million quid.
But
At
here's
least.
the thing. I said at the end of my fan cam yesterday. It's if you want to be a successful football team in terms of how the club is run, and if you want to get money in, you want to get sponsors in, you want to make prize money, just be good at football. That's all everyone gives a fuck about.
Bold strategy, and it might just work.
I think the penny dropped with them last year from the financial side. Oh, yeah, we cannot be touched. But on the playing side, if your product's not doing well on the pitch, people are going to get fed up and not be interested anymore. So I would say the penny did drop last season.
Did it though? Because I know when Jose came second, we bought a backup fullback, a free transfer goalkeeper, and a rotation midfielder.
Didn't we do that in 2010? When we sold Ronaldo, we got a free transfer Michael Owen.
Well,
overtime.
Valencia was a starter, but like that 2018 window was worse than when we lost Ronaldo, I think.
We lost Ronaldo in sevens, didn't we? But the sort of the caveat was A, we had Fergie, B, Valencia came in, would have a good career at United, and also Michael Owen. It was a case the Emperor's new clothes a little bit, but I was one of them who managed to convince ourselves that he's still got something left in the tank. Like, he could bang in the goals for us with this team around him. And obviously we were kidding ourselves because it didn't really happen. He was broken money. But that was rubbish. But the season under Jose was worse because we'd finished so far behind City. They went out and spent 60 million quid on Riyad Mahrez. And we thought that Lee Grant, no disrespect to him, Diogo Dalot and Fred, who Jose didn't even want, were going to change things. And they obviously weren't. There wasn't even the ambition to pretend to try and catch him.
So what United need to do now is like when Jose came in, that sort of summer where you go, oh shit.
Need to push on now. They need to push on.
Why?
If they do that again, like what Jay said, then well, we could be 6 again next year.
If by Friday they're gone, there's fucking Jackie Grealish, right, and there's fucking Jadon Sancho, and we're going to work on a couple more.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy any more pants ever.
Remember like the Van Gaal madness?
Couple of
when we went mad for a bit under Van Gaal.
Oh, what was it? Herrera, Luke Shaw, the Schmidfield, both of them arrived. Darmian.
Was Di Maria that season as well, and Falcao?
There was the season after.
Oh, was it?
Daley Blind
he got
as
some
well,
backing, didn't he, Van Gaal? I'm not.
Yeah, Van Gaal
I'm not
got
praising
back,
the
like-
owners by any stretch of imagination because they're horrible, but there was some money thrown at Van Gaal. Wasn't
Well, he
there?
got, and here's the thing, like the fee. Apologies about that. I think the streaming software just crashed. I have to change the monitor for us on this side as well, if you can.
I think you trying to claim that Morgan Schneiderlin was anything like a midfielder crashed the system.
Well, the thing is, he was a midfielder.
Listen, I defended Morgan Schneiderlin for at least 6 months because I was like, no, I've seen him at Southampton. He's a good player. He's what we need.
I think we're back.
And
Cheers, everybody.
yeah, it soon became apparent I was wasting
Hit
my
like
time
if you thought we died.
because he was dreadful.
By the looks of it, we're streaming in straight 240p as well.
240p.
Oh, no, it's back. It's back. Don't worry about it.
Eh?
Schneiderlin's career fell right off a cliff. Do you know what? Oh, no, I'm going to say something that was well hot then.
Which was worse, right? And
The
there was
thoughts that go through my head.
Yeah, no. There's mitigating circumstances with this one, but who had the worst fall off a cliff? Alan Smith or Morgan Schneiderlin?
In
Alan
terms
Smith.
of playing ability.
I know Alan Smith had the injury against the Scousers, so I'm not having a dig at the kid. I'm
Schneiderlin?
just saying he was like, because
Schneiderlin.
it
My
was
mate's-
pretty drastic, wasn't it?
My mate's a coach
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah,
Southampton. He was like, you've got a future captain now.
Yeah, I thought we did. I remember watching him for Southampton thinking he's mint and he's just what we need. And I was like, had that mindset. And other than
He's still out of it.
45, no,
He's still there. He's still
Is
there.
he still
Everton.
there?
Yeah, he's still there.
But I remember I follow a couple of Toffees who get on with, and whenever he pops up on my timeline, it's always like, why have we got him? Why is he starting? Why is he still playing for us? Like, I've been there. I feel your pain.
Yeah, Van Gaal got backed. In terms of number of players, that's the thing, innit? How many players did he get that were first choice players? When you compare that to the 2018 summer Jose, it's no wonder he was flipping fucking tables and calling everyone a cunt. And that's what I hope Ollie don't get now. Because the difference is, Jose would have flipped a table and you go, he's not happy. Right, Solskjaer's going to come out and do what he did last summer and go, no, I'm really happy with my squad. Even though you know he's... Because, well, we know, I think the same guy told us both, I think, didn't he, that he ain't fucking happy.
No, you're right.
He's seen his arse royal with what he's got.
Yeah.
Which is why we got Bruno in January, because we wouldn't have otherwise.
See, this annoys me as well because it's almost like we were talking earlier on. We were doing a season review, and you were saying, "Oh, it's the players."
That's how it's 7 o'clock if you want to watch
Yeah, you were saying, "Oh, people that just don't want to give Ollie any credit will say, well, it's not him, it's the players," which is just the most ridiculous point. You know, it's not. Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense. I haven't got an analogy; it's just complete nonsense. But then I saw some other people saying, "Well, it's not him, it's Bruno," but he fought for Bruno. He didn't just go. The board didn't go, "I'll tell you what, Ollie, here's Bruno Fernandes," and he was like, "I don't want him." Well, you're having him. He actively mithered him and fought and argued that I need this player. Got him, put him in, built a team around him, and got us top 3. So just have a day off and give him a bit of credit.
I think what he demanded as well, he said, I want some control over the transfers. I want to see this guy, and if I like him, I want to say if I can go for him.
No.
You know what I mean? Not in the scouting system. So I would say he's got
Get a tiny bit closer to the mic, Andy.
he's got to have some input now with transfers now. So and Woodward's got to carry on with his promises.
Whoa, what did you just call him?
Woodward.
That's
Scrooge McDuck.
That's the first time I think I've ever heard you call Ed Woodward. I was shocked then.
I believe Mike Phelan was already sort of doing the director of football sort of role. Do you notice he's not actually on the touchline all that much no more? He's very much a McKenna and Carrick sort of presence that's giving orders and things.
I'll be honest with you, and this is a rarity for me, but I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
why not? Well, why?
I don't know. I'm not saying I'm
him?
against it. I just don't know if it's a good. Is that the right answer? Mike Phelan doing that?
Why not?
I mean, it's better
All
than
right,
Scrooge
okay.
McDuck. Yeah, I'll give
If
you that.
you now find out, do you know what? He signed, or he was the one that rubber stamped all of the signings we've just made recently.
Yes.
Right. So what's the issue?
I just think, I don't know, there was nothing that I ever thought with Mike Phelan that, oh, that's someone who would suit a director of football role, if being honest.
Is he more of a silent director?
I thought he was more of a coach rather than, because it's different, innit? You know that better than anyone. and I thought he was more of a coach than someone who would fulfil a director of football role. If, however, he's doing it, he's one of the reasons we got Bruno Fernandes.
Have you ever listened to the interviews he's done with? Is it Soccer?
Oh, he did some good interviews, didn't he? You're right.
There's an account. The guy's called Dave who runs it. I think Mike Phelan's either an investor or half owner or something.
Yeah. I know what
Soccer.
I can't remember
Something or other. I can't remember the bloody name of it. Apologies. But he's done a lot of interviews on that, and he did a talk at Burnley University not long ago, probably around about the time he was appointed at United, where he talks, and when you listen to what he's saying, he ain't a cones man. He ain't a guy that's putting cones out and drawing sessions up. I think he is more of a visionary. I know we take the piss out of it. This is the ball guy that wears the shorts. Yeah, that guy. But he obviously played at the highest level. He's won fucking trophies. Won a title at Manchester United. You know, this is a guy that he was at Manchester United as one of Fergie's assistants, and you got to think who was there in different parts of those times. Rennie Mullenstein was there. That was who was running the sessions.
Yeah.
Mike Phelan wasn't running the sessions, so Mike Phelan was ideas visionary guy. Was he maybe the guy that was doing a bit of the helping Fergie with the scouting? Ultimately, we don't know.
But you make a good point there, because I briefly spoke to him on the red carpet at the Busby premiere, and I was sort of impressed with the way he spoke. He spoke about the I know people. You go,
Hang on, didn't you watch that with me?
Yeah, no, but we we watched the preview. Like, we got a sneak preview, didn't we? And then I went to the premiere. The red carpet, the red carpet thing that you had absolutely zero interest in whatsoever. It's like, I think I got. Do you want to? Out of my mouth, he said, "Shut up, Jay." But
watch the film. I did the red carpet.
Mike Phelan was there, and I thought, right, this is my opportunity. So I just sort of like stuck myself in front of him and said, "Oh, Mike, Busby and the academy is so important, and this is something you carried on." And then once I stopped him, I got a few questions in with him, and the thing that struck me was, he came across as really intelligent, knew what he was talking about. And I think you're right, it's easy to dismiss him as the guy that puts the cones out, just as like you said.
I don't think he is.
And
I
remember
think
walking away from that. I spoke to him and Michael Carrick, and Michael Carrick, you expect him to have that sort of, but it was Mike Phelan. I was like, you know what, he knows what he's talking about him. And the way he spoke about the club, the way he spoke about what they were doing at the club, on a red carpet, where you get nothing on a red carpet. I've done loads of them, you get fucking fluff. And he actually gave me some answers where you think, I feel a bit more confident in what's going on at United, which is not.
You don't want to give too much away, but he'll give you something.
Joe, what's up, mate?
It says it's not receiving enough videos to maintain smooth streaming.
Yeah, we look fully Daft Punk over here. Is it fixing it? Lag City. Sorry, everyone. We've had some weird internet problems, in the last few days, and we don't know what it is.
I've had it this morning on mine.
Is it the weather today, maybe?
Possible.
But is this where we're at 2020? The weather's killing the internet.
Yeah, so it's not OBS. Joe's just relaying it, and it is Joe behind it, not Cam. We're on 0% frames drop through OBS. If anyone knows what that is, that's the streaming software. So it's something between OBS and YouTube. So
there you go.
I lost Netflix this afternoon.
What?
Only Fools and Horses, and I was
You lost
gutted.
it?
Only Fools and Horses?
Oh yeah, watching Delby about 1 o'clock.
how far's that off getting cancelled?
I hope not. I know I'm going to get a
They
little
won't
sticker.
dare.
There are
they
some.
would.
There are some episodes that
There are some
they've had to
episodes
take out already.
you can't.
There's one like like when they refer to certain shops and stuff like that. That's got to go. But on
Not
the
as
whole,
if you got the DV box sets,
yeah, on the whole, there's up until they win all that or they get all the money. Time on Our Hands is like what should have been the finale. After that, it's just completely downhill. But I think there's a good chunk of All the Fools and Horses, which is funny. It's easy to go. It's just it's like Gammon's central.
It's better written than a lot of the dross that was around there. And if any of you like watching Mrs.
Brown's Boys,
please unsubscribe and never fucking come near us again, because you're obviously
and
not
see a doctor
mentally functioning.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you watch Mrs. Brown's Boys?
Not for a while.
Not for a while.
Not for a while.
Not for days.
Oh my god! Get some questions in for
2
us if you
years.
want, everybody. Tell Joe to open up the actual details, not the frames dropped at the bottom in OBS, and grab a log for the stream. Might see something there. All right, nerd.
Oh, don't diss it. I'm impressed with that.
Even if it tells me what it is, if it's internet, I can't really do it.
Yeah,
I was quite impressed with someone coming up with an answer.
We had no internet yesterday, right? We couldn't. The streaming computer that was streaming the watch along couldn't get internet, but was streaming the watch along, and everyone was just mind blown. Like, what is going on here?
The power of
I was on my way
Manchester
back.
United.
I was on my way back from family up in Lancashire, and I didn't know what the score was. I was texting my friend in the car, and I got back at about 6 o'clock, and
Mate, that's a rarity nowadays that you don't know the score of a
That's
game.
old school.
You've got to go a long way
That is
out of the
old
woods,
school,
haven't you,
mate.
to not know the score of a game now. That's impressive.
What was even more impressive was your video with your Teddy.
oh yeah, me and Ted, we had a Barney 57 seconds for the Champions League anthem. Oh yeah. I liked Adam's picture as well with the Champions League trophy. I thought that was kind of cool.
I was going to post that one because that was actually won at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, you
don't
should have
claim
waited
you're
until
still
we've not won one of
champions,
them. Yeah.
Because a certain club are still claiming their
That's not
European
how it
champions,
works. Steve. You
which is a
don't
crock
pose
of
with them both
shit
when you've
anyway.
won them both. You
Oh,
wait
yeah,
until you've got knocked out of one, and then you
Have
pose
you
with
ever
them both.
seen such utter fucking wibble from anyone?
No. I've not seen any such utter wibble from any club in the history of football like I've witnessed these last few weeks.
It's insane.
Fighting with each other as well. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can't
That's
celebrate,
hard
then what's the
ridiculous.
point?
There's murals. There's going to be a public holiday in fucking Merseyside.
Isn't that just
Probably.
like Monday to Sunday anyway?
All right. Well played.
Giddy.
We've got a super chat here from Preem Prodigy,
Yes, I like that name.
which says, do you think United will choose between Grealish and Van der Beek, or will they actually pull off both? Giggity. I don't think... I reckon they're probably on a list. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think you could fit Pogba and Bruno into the same team. And obviously, Pogba's massively adapted his game. I think he's been fantastic in the new role, actually. Real fucking impressive performances from deep from Pogba, which I think he couldn't be effective alongside someone.
Do you know how much difference it makes when you've got someone with the quality of Bruno alongside him? Because you see where Paul Pogba yesterday is, Leicester, for example, is give the ball away a couple of times, starting to get a little bit frustrated, but then he knows, like, you've got someone there in Bruno. Even on a great day, even not on a great, and Bruno didn't have a best days yesterday, but he can still make things happen. He can still create. Where in the past, and it's not just all on the fact that Pogba's not had good enough players around him. I don't buy into that argument, but that has played a part in some of his patchy form, should we say. So, yeah, that makes a big difference. And I hope we keep Paul Pogba. I hope he's happy and he stays, because him and Bruno in the midfield with another
You got
is
to go
mint.
a long way to find a midfielder as good as him.
Yeah.
If you lose him.
That's what I mean.
But his commitment to the club has always been a little bit in question. If he signs, I mean, he's never gonna, but I'd love him to be like, listen, I do my talking on the pitch. Our kids, shut the fuck up. Pizza fella, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Not me, the other guy. And I like him. And then I think like he'd be embraced by United fans if he signed the new deal.
United fans are dying to love Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
They are. Do you know what I mean? That's the weird thing. It's like
I'm
this
50-50.
I know you are, and I get this. And I know you and McCullough have gone absolutely toe to toe for the past year over it. Like I've never seen anything in my life.
I do get it.
Yeah.
Closer.
Both sides have messed each other about. I get it. United have messed him about with transfers and promises, and he's messing United about. But I'm 50-50.
Well, I think you're right though, because I look at the likes of like Robbo and I say that's the standard you're supposed to have, where you go through fucking pain and you do whatever it takes because you're all about that football club. Why are you grinning at me?
I'm just thinking about Robbo's. One of his best performances was in Rotterdam, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1991 European Cup Winners.
What a performance!
Andy, tell us what your favourite moment of the 1991 European Cup Winners' Cup campaign was.
Best moment? Oh, I think it was Clayton Blackmore off the line. Clayton Blackmore off the line in the last minute. He actually won it.
Yes, people forget about that.
Yeah, I was 16 and I just left school as well. And when you're 16 and getting illegally drunk and getting absolutely shit-faced with your mates, and you've just won the Cup Winners' Cup, and it's quite a night.
Oh, mate,
and the
that's
homecoming
decent,
was brilliant as well the next night.
I remember the homecoming. I've still got my shirt though. If you look in there, you see the black shirt on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
The white one underneath it is my actual shirt.
That's one of my favourite kits.
That's a white
that
one.
is amazing.
It's a rarity, that. Oh.
I remember when Dad brought it. It came. Do you remember when Adidas used to do the boxes with like the clear window on it?
Yeah.
That's what that kit came in, was a box. I remember opening it and I'd be like, "Where's the sharp?"
yeah.
And I've never got an explanation. I even asked Martin Edwards, "Why didn't we have a finger on it?" He was like, "Don't know, commercial reasons or something." Can't remember. And I even asked him, there's a couple of random people that I shouldn't have the numbers of, and I absolutely abuse the fact that I've got the numbers of those people. Martin Edwards is one of them. And there was a fucking question someone was asking about why did United during '99 when we had the Champions League away kit, and I was like, why did we have an away kit? Why did we have a separate kit? Like, what was all
I
that
always
about?
forget that. I always get confused when you want to see the pictures from the league and you think, oh yeah, We did that because the final kit is so iconic.
Yeah.
In my memory, I always think that was the kit for the entire 98-99 season.
The actual regular one was better, I thought.
Yeah, and then you see the other one, and you think, oh yeah.
So I texted him, and he was like,
I love the way you're texting like the former chairman questions.
Current president, you mean?
President
President of Manchester
Something
United.
you should be just Googling. Like, I'm not going to Google this. I'm just going to text the president of United. And I love the fact that he don't know.
Yeah, he didn't know. He was like,
nice.
he goes, can't remember the reason. He goes,
I think there's been a few super chats. I don't know if you saw. There was a couple that went.
Well, we got a member. So Mike C has joined. Welcome to the first team. We've got a couple of tiers of memberships. If you want to come and help support the channel and get a little bit of extra content and loads of fucking stupid emojis and all sorts of stuff. We've got a group on Facebook which you can come and chat with other people as well that follow the channel and all that sort of good shit. If you're interested... Voice is gone.
Don't die on us. Come on.
Might be the Rona. I knew it was coming.
Can't catch it
but if you're interested in all that kind of shit, hit the join button just underneath the video. Next to where the like button is and the subscribe, it says join. If you're interested, there's a couple of tiers on there. Let's get into the other super chat. But go check it out, see what you can get. Hi lads, purchased my first United season card today. Live in Sunderland. Won't make some of the games. The games I can't make, can I donate the ticket to the channel for charity? Unfortunately not. That is illegal. Illegal.
Unfortunately, yeah,
illegal.
That's not ridiculous, but it is.
It is ridiculous. Like, I technically couldn't give Jay mine if he didn't have one. Technically. I mean, it happens. But, yeah, the party line is you can go or you can give, I think, one of your family. I think they say, don't they? Friends and family, you can pass it to. But, like, you can't make a thing of it. So, unfortunately not, mate. Give it to Joe. What the best thing to do? Probably speak to your local supporters club.
I know that I've spoke to Ian Sterling about this from Man United Supporters Trust. And it's
new member, Beam player, welcome.
And it's something
fresh off being unblocked by me.
We should get Ian Sterling on here again, by the way. But it's something they've been dealing with the club because it is a nonsense that you can't pass it to your mates. And we're not talking about touting it. That's something different.
They're trying to prevent that.
Yeah,
that is what they're doing because
that.
everyone's like, "Oh, he's my mate."
Yeah,
really.
There's
lives
ways,
in Cyprus.
There's ways around that. There's ways of, because, I mean, you know what it is. You've got kids or whatever, or you can't make the game. Right, quick. We've given them away. My
nephew's come with me.
Yeah,
my nephew's come with me.
Do you want to go? Yeah, sound. And then now
we've
it's
got
like, you're not allowed.
a whole Facebook group from all the lads around us in 3103.
Yeah,
like may get passed around there to friends.
Come on.
I mean, when are we going to get back in the place? I mean, I heard...
Not today.
No. But
was
it the cricket this weekend? There was a test event. There was nearly 1,000 people there at the cricket.
Was there?
Yeah, there was a test event at a
like
cricket match. I don't know if it was...
Like spaced out. Was it
spaced
at the
out.
Oval?
I don't know. It could have been... I don't know if
it's a bit shit, that though, innit? Like, if you're like 2 meters apart from everybody at all times inside the stadium and you score, you just be like, "Artie, mate." It's not what it's about, is it?
How do you tell a 70-year-old man he can't go, and he's a season ticket holder since he was like mid-20s, he can't go, and you're going to pick and choose like a lottery for people? It should count as loyalty. You got 55,000 season ticket holders and a capacity of 75,000. So season ticket holders should take priority and should accommodate them. Membership sales should be suspended at least maybe till Christmas. I'm a member. I mean, I would sacrifice as long as my dad gets to see his team, I'll gladly sit at home and watch it. It doesn't bother me.
It's mad now, innit? Because on one hand, I really want to make sure that I take the virus seriously, and I don't want to be putting people in fucking danger and that. And inside, I'm going like, if I'm you, I'm like, I haven't seen my fucking granddad in months because I don't want to be the one that fucking makes him ill.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, I'm like, is it as bad as it's being made out? It's a very small percentage of people have got it, or are passing it on. And
unless the vaccine's available,
I'm proper fucking conflicted about it.
So I'm just dying to get back in. I want to get back in Old Trafford. I'm missing the place.
Because obviously I'm buzzing that we're going to be playing this week as Paddock FC. Can't fucking wait for that. If that's allowed and you can go to the Boozer, how much different is that to being in a stadium? All right, inside Old Trafford is fucking mega packed. And it's probably not the fact that it's packed in Old Trafford. It'd be the trams. It'd be all the other things surrounding Old Trafford.
We've had demonstrations this summer as well, and there's been like about 10,000 people.
I never saw any rise in the spike on the back of the demonstrations, which I think people was sort of expecting, weren't they? I mean, Like I said, I'm really conflicted on
Well,
it.
the Liverpool fans celebrating when they won the league. I mean, you know what I mean? They were warned, yet they still come out and celebrated.
There was always fucking gone of them, Leeds, fucking all of them.
And Leeds had an open
thing
top
is,
bus
right,
parade.
I don't even have that much of an issue with it.
There was an open top bus parade in Oldham.
And I saw that. That was the most
Oh,
ridiculous thing I've ever seen in
honestly,
my life.
I've seen that. It was
But
absolutely
we all
crazy.
knew that was going to happen. But what made me laugh was the denial from certain sections. They won't do that. We won't do that. Well, you're gonna.
Oh, they kicked off.
I know.
And was
Why?
like, we want an apology, and then they did
Joe
it. And
Anderson
like,
said it, didn't he? Like,
it?
they're going to do that. Oh, well, you would say that you're an Evertonian. And then they did it.
And then they're like, well.
Yeah.
Just another football fan has dunked in a super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, I love Keano, but what do you think of him saying Lampard has done better than Ollie? 3-1 in games won, and one was third, the other was fourth. We don't have the sound on in here when we're watching the match. Or it's really low just to get a bit of the vibe of the game. I didn't hear him say that. If he has said that,
I think I
where's
saw
the evidence?
I saw something
Is
on
that-
it.
is
3
that
out of
your-
4 days.
It surprised me because Keane previously had sort of defended Ollie and criticised Lampard a little bit, hadn't he? Saying that, you know, if you look at the job they've done and the way that Lampard was sort of lauded in the media, there was a bias there. The thing with Lampard is you have this thing about they lost Hazard, the transfer ban, but they had like 512 players out on loan that he recalled. It wasn't like he didn't have a squad to choose from.
And all them youngsters are Rashford's age.
Yeah. Like, Tammy Abraham is older than Rashford and has had more experience of playing as a striker.
Just a boy, Jay.
I know, yeah, he's only a kid.
Just a,
Do you know what I mean?
6'6".
And he's got
Fucking
he's got the
unit.
potential to like have a really great career at Chelsea.
Yes, that's true. So,
Ash is dunked in a super chat and he says, do you know a lot about the players that we bought at youth level and those promoted to the 18s? Unfortunately, not anymore, because they don't let you go and watch the 16s of that anymore.
it's a shame, innit?
I don't think my dad will be able to. Anybody will go and watch your under 18s at Carrington for a while. And he,
United have loved that. United really just about tolerate. You've got that fucking A4 size thing you have to wear around your neck when you go, and you have to like. There's almost like you have to go up to a window, tap it, scratch, and show them your fucking shiny sticker to get one of them passes. Like they don't advertise them. You have to know a guy to know the email to get them. They're a ball ache.
Really?
Yeah, they're an absolute fucking nightmare. And then when they give it you so fucking reluctantly. Like,
well, but my dad's
Yeah.
been going to through the 90s and early 2000s, and I go into Carrington all the way through. It was part of his ritual. He would go out 9 o'clock in the morning, go watch the under 18s or the under 21s, get to Old Trafford, and he's back home and he's in the pub at like 7, 8 o'clock at night. That was his day.
fucking good Saturday.
That's a good
that.
Saturday.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
love
Saturday.
that.
And he was still doing it up till Christmas.
But it's great you could do it, and I did it when it was a Saturday game for United at home, 3 o'clock. So that the 2 occasions a year that we got that, you'd go and watch the 18s at Carrington, usually about 11 o'clock kickoff, and quite often you'd see the 16s would be end-to-end pitches, so you could sort of like keep an eye on the 16s and watch the 18s, and then bob off to Old Trafford, get there for about 2 o'clock. Perfect.
I know.
Mate,
Happy
just
days.
ruin
Well,
As soon
everything,
as,
don't
as
they?
soon as the Rona came in, they're like, we're not doing that.
Right. So that's something.
Hey, we've got another member has joined, which is Philip Mershon. He's upgraded the membership. Go on, led. And we got another super chat from Philip Mershon.
Good
Buzzing
lad.
about the good work Ollie and the team have put in. More excited about the good work you are doing on the new channel. Thank you. Best part about football is all the talking nonsense and the community. Keep it up, gents. It is about the community.
Yeah, I agree.
Ultimately, we're just proper. I mean, we might already be anyway, but we're just proper fucking weirdos talking to nobody. So unless people fucking talk back to us and interact with us, this is the most bizarre thing ever. So cheers for tuning in and watching and communicating. Not on my screen. Sauce. But yeah, thank you for everybody that tunes in, and obviously this week we are starting with our football team, and I am going to bore you to death with it on Mondays in the Brew, so if you don't like that, sling it, because we are going to be talking about how that goes down. We have picked the hardest game we could have possibly picked. On paper, they're about 7 leagues ahead of us, which, considering they're only 9 leagues off United, should give you some idea about the level. Which is a bit of a fucking mad one, isn't it?
I'm just looking forward to seeing you on that touchline.
What do I go with, Jay? Do I go tracksuit? Right. Let's rule the suit out.
Right.
Well, last time when we played in London in a sort of a TV tournament,
Combat trousers, polo shirt.
yeah, Man United won as well, and we won against with a Dirty Dozen team.
Hot as fuck. Hottest
hot
day
as
of the
fuck. Hot as fuck it was.
Mate, that was funny. That.
So
That was.
I've not decided yet on my touchline attire.
I think tracksuit, surely.
Reckon?
Yeah, mate, come on. I don't know, suit, really? Blazer?
Well, suit and a
Blazer.
blazer's not happening.
Eh?
But there's other options. Gilet. Could be a gilet guy.
Oh.
Bit like Tim Sherwood.
Yes.
Umbro tracksuit.
See, no, I don't think I'm going to be a tracksuit.
No?
Don't wear a baseball cap.
Could
Full
do
track.
Mickey Phelan with
Don't do a
shorts.
clop.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Don't do a clop.
Are you going to have a clipboard?
If I have a baseball cap, it'd be on backwards.
That's fair enough, Dan.
Clipboard.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Might be a
Flip
clipboard.
chart as well for the
I don't know if
subs.
I go jeans and like.
Jeans? Why
jeans.
you put a cig behind your ear and have a canistella in your hand? You can't wear jeans.
What's the rules?
Well, come
Why
on.
a tracksuit and not jeans?
Because that's not
Am I playing, Jay?
befitting.
Am I
No,
playing, Jay?
but you've got to set an example to people. When you stand on the touchline, a pair of
Okay.
jeans, that the message that sends out to everyone is,
What
I
if
can't be
they're
arsed.
smart jeans?
What sort of smart jeans?
Well, like more like an indigo.
Pep was wearing an hoodie.
See,
Like the other week.
You got Pep and Arteta going, bringing it
yeah,
into
and
the
I
smart
did not
casual
like
mode.
That annoyed
Pep
me.
was wearing a hoodie last
Them
few
two
games.
muppets stood at touchlines at Wembley looking like they're just about to try and get in.
Right, that's Wembley. I'm talking on a
42
fucking
is
dog
Wembley.
shit alley in Up End. There's a difference.
Exactly. No. A
Commenters, what do you
manager
reckon?
should not be in jeans. There
Right,
you go.
here's the thing. I'm not wearing a fucking suit.
Right, no,
Can you
I get
imagine?
that, yeah. But chinos. Joe's just said chinos. I think that's a great shout.
So Daniel in the comments has said Arteta chinos. Pep wore jeans at the FA Cup. Was it jeans he wore at the FA Cup?
Yeah, that's what
right,
I mean.
if Pep's wearing jeans
No,
at the FA Cup,
we
I
don't
can wear
follow
jeans.
what Pep Guardiola does.
I'm not following what Pep Guardiola does.
That's
but
an
there's
example
almost
of
a
what
door
not
open,
to
and
do.
to be fair, we might be following a little bit of what Pep Guardiola does.
Pep Guardiola attacking tactics. Tactical analysis
could,
sessions for Manchester City's
if
4-3-3.
anything, Joe could cut to this camera and everyone could see it proper clear.
I think they can in the corner.
Can't they?
There's a glimpse of it.
Has he got a chapter dedicated to their
And I'll bet on Bielsa as well.
charity shield win?
Oh, it'd be nice to
Mate,
play
what's
them
going
next
on over
season.
here? We've got Leeds United in Manchester City
Listen,
books.
Info's
Get a
info.
grip.
Leeds
Info's
are coming up
info.
now.
Right, let me tell you something about both of them, right? Pep bought all these wins, right? And Bielsa, Leeds
Look at
got lucky.
Look at the depth
Leeds
of this
got
one.
lucky. Yeah, right.
Joe, go solo on Steve. Look at the depth of this one. There's just so
Mate,
much utter
what's that?
fucking-
Recipe for cheesecake? What's that got to do with anything?
Is that the Leeds one? No.
What were we saying? Cardigan. I ain't wearing a fucking cardigan.
Cardigan. The bow tie, Dickie bow, yes.
Leeds were easily the best team in the championship this year. Bielsa's meant I heard Barcelona might be in for him.
Oh, that would be great if he actually left Leeds before the Premier League started. That'd
Shirt,
be
tie, and
amazing.
cardigan. Nope. Full army get up. Oh,
Semi-automatic
Joe's
machine gun
calling
as
for
well.
denim.
Denim.
Southgate waistcoat. No,
Oh, yeah.
no, and a tie. I'm not wearing
Wally
a
with
tie.
the bro-
How
Oh,
about
yeah,
if you roll
remember
in
him,
a
McLaren?
tank on the touchline? Roll up in a
It's
tank
not
in
really
your
gonna
army
play the
combat.
game, is it?
Really get the point across. If you lose, you're facing this.
Yeah. Why are United taking so long to release a new home kit? Weird one, isn't it? That?
I've already seen
I
it.
saw that. We're still advertising the old one.
Got a fucking rate stock of them, haven't we? That's the
Yeah,
crack.
come on.
I've seen a new one. It's doing the rounds allegedly.
Is it any good?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, the actual one's not bad. I think they scared the shit out of us with them
Yeah.
the bus seat ones, didn't
Yeah, I saw a few that I was like, what? Really?
they? Golf cap and trousers. Mankini, naked. Really? Come on, lads. Dungaree with no t-shirt on.
Gracie's.
Straw hat, no straw hat. Straw hat, okay. Does Paddock have a mascot? No.
Don't look at me.
Andy.
Don't look,
Andy,
don't
you're
look
up,
at
son.
me.
Now's your time to shine.
Tank top Canastella. I'm glad everyone's taking it fucking serious.
To be fair, you started all this when you suggested jeans. That's just no. That's a big
You
no.
tell me. That's what I wear to the match.
Go
Why
on.
am I trying to be different than who I am, Jay?
Yeah, go. What makes
I'm
you feel
being who
comfortable?
I
Isn't
am.
it like coming out? No.
Adidas Gazelles, jeans,
I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem
Parker.
right. The Parker. Yeah, I was about to say that's a proper Manc uniform, that innit, eh? Do you know what I mean? Yes,
yeah, maybe a Paddock polo shirt underneath.
that's peak Mancunianism. eh?
I'm waiting for the Stretford Paddock trainers.
have to get a rate deal for that.
Aye.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
Like the John Moss shoes, boots.
Who?
See that the referee John Moss had his own
Yeah,
personalised
stop it.
referee.
If you're over 28 and doing that,
Yeah, like,
get
and
some
if you're a
mates that are
referee,
gonna
don't do that.
hammer you for doing
Yeah.
that. Imagine I've got the most simple Umbro boots that they do, the black ones, right?
God, that's what I like to see.
Can you imagine if I'd have come in here and been like, "Ah, lads, Stevie H on them? What do you think?"
Like,
Did have been like,
I've got to go.
Beckham
I'll see
started
you later.
that, didn't he?
Did he
did
start,
he start
that?
it?
Is there not someone who before
Someone must have done
93
it
or
before
4,
him.
not 94, but whenever Beckham like started doing
First
it?
time I ever noticed it. Personalised with his name of his son.
I don't think he was the first though.
Might be somebody in the 80s who did it. I do know Craig Johnson created the Predator football boots.
I know that
And he
when
played for
Beckham
Liverpool.
scored from the halfway line, he was wearing Ian Durant from Rangers boots.
Because Predator sent him the wrong ones.
No, because he had like his foot size was like
Yeah, his one's half as bigger than the
yeah,
other.
and those were the perfect size for him. So he had to get them shipped to him quickly because he had to wear obviously boots that are perfectly fitted for him. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ian Durant.
They're on display somewhere. Them boots.
Sickening Beckham.
Beckham's been.
What was your first pair of football boots? Mine was
Fuck you,
Puma.
Miguel Delaney.
Puma Maradona Hero. And
Mine was New Balance, because we wore him.
Robbo.
Yeah.
I had Reeboks because of gigs. We found them actually. I can't remember what they were called.
you found a pair of football boots and just
No, I found them online.
Oh right,
He was poor.
Just another
Poor in
football
his day.
fan.
You didn't buy boots, you found them on the streets.
You found them on the field
Hey,
and just
yeah.
walked off with them.
Found him next to a sleeping footballer.
When we were all
Just
clear-
another football fan saying True Geordie's saying that Ollie is glad that Ollie has a job because he's shit, and our turnaround's got nothing to do with Ollie but Bruno instead. That's what we was touching on at the start of the show,
It
wasn't it?
doesn't make any sense. Like, all right then, you made a point in the review we did. Right, well, Fergie's got nothing to do with our success. It was all down to Beckham, Ronaldo, Cantona, Giggs, Scholes, all those players, Pallister, whoever. It's got nothing to do with the manager that bought him, chose him.
Oh, Ollie ain't
What
his
logic
head.
is that?
Does your head in.
They just that blind sort of anger towards him that they just
Ooh,
can't
that's a good
admit.
shout.
They don't
Akash,
like,
he's
they don't
done a
like
decent
it.
job.
They don't,
Akash says
they
something
don't
from
like
Jay
it.
Lings.
Don't like because
You
he's
what, sorry?
succeeded.
Akash says get something from Jay Lings. Does. Yeah.
I just don't like the Ollie haters now. Like they've gone all quiet and they're waiting for the first sign of trouble next season. They'll be circling like sharks.
Are you mad? I've just read them.
He's not gonna. He's always gonna have that
Literally
certain
just read them.
core who don't like him. He's always gonna have the haters who aren't United fans anyway, because
Wait. I thought I'd do some super chats as I got that 1,000 on a bet that Lingard would score Love the Channel.
really,
Yeah. I got
That's
that one.
decent,
Didn't I
that.
read that
Anyone
one?
could have scored that goal yesterday. Like I said, even
Oh,
Matt,
don't, mate.
even
Come
Ted could
on.
have scored that
No, but he
goal.
earned that goal because he harried.
Yes,
Schmeichel.
he pressed him.
If you look
Good-
at the distance
good-
between him
good
and
on him.
Schmeichel when he first set off, it was a distance. You think, is it worth it? But he pressed him, and he got. And also,
I still think he's.
Schmeichel probably thought.
I don't think he'll be. I'll be surprised
Sorry,
if he's
Lingard,
here
no.
next season.
I'll turn him.
I'll be surprised if he's here next
I
season.
just hope that history's kind to Jesse Lingard.
Ash says, what kind of team should be starting against LASK? Garner, Laird, Mengi, Lever, Igalo.
Yeah,
Probably
nailed
another,
it.
Probably another 5 or 6, but
Dude, he'd take it
otherwise
seriously.
that's not enough players. But yeah,
Yeah,
Dude, he'd take the Europa League seriously.
I don't think you take the last game seriously,
But
and you bring the players. You give the players a couple of weeks off because Wednesday is it the 13th?
5th
Mate,
of
now
August,
you're
isn't it?
asking.
5th of August.
No, the second game.
Oh, the
Is that-
second game.
I had the calendar up here before.
It's
why are we playing this second leg, by the way?
We really should have just rang up UEFA and gone. Really?
Really, seriously,
Really?
What?
Because why is Roma against Sevilla a one-off game and Inter's a one-off game with their respective opponents?
Because they've not played yet, have they?
But it's not the point of this. A one-off game. It's 5-0. The game's irrelevant. I'm not.
I
trying to
bet
pay
if you rang
favouritism.
LASK and be like, lads,
Do we have
Right.
to play this?
You could understand it if there was a crowd and they could get some revenue from it, but there ain't. So they're getting nothing out of it.
No,
other
but it's
than-
all supposed to be the Old Trafford game, though, isn't it?
That's what I mean. They're not getting like,
no one's there.
yeah. So it's like
Play
it's
wherever you
pointless.
want.
Yeah.
No one's going.
No, but I want to take this competition seriously because we had the chance last Sunday and we seriously botched it with the team selection. And I will say this for Solskjaer, he
What?
totally ballsed it.
What? Why is he trying to tell the
but-
deaf guys?
But to be
I
fair,
think he said like the video.
right. I get where you're coming from,
I get it, we're tired. I get
But-
it, we're tired.
but
It's an
we-
FA
you know,
Cup
we-
semi-final.
I mean, you could argue the butterfly effect. If he plays his strongest team in the FA Cup semi, do we have enough to get over the line against Leicester?
Get to an FA Cup final is the
that
reward.
was
that
that-
pushes you on.
All right.
Not always though. When you got a team on its last legs, I think he made a judgment call, and
I mean, Bruno was
Ultimately,
dead on
Adam
his legs
made
yesterday.
this last week. You're Martial, you're Pogba. You want to win trophies. You are on the subs bench for an FA Cup semi-final. It did not sit well with me when I seen the formation.
that's fine. But I'm saying, Ollie, we know this squad has limped over the line.
Yeah, I get it.
They're all fucked. So if he goes hard for it in that game, which was always still a hard game, what if he went hard for it and we still lost?
Suppose you want to play though. How bad do you want to play for this club?
It's
You
just
push
fucking
yourself.
irrelevant, mate. If it's
They could have said, I want to play, boss. If you take me off after 60, 70 minutes,
they
we're in
might
a
have
good
done.
position.
But the physiology of it is you're tired. So as much as they want to in their head, do you think Marcus Rashford's like, I don't want to play, or Bruno? Everything I've seen about Bruno tells me he just wants to play all the time. None of them players that have been like, nah, I'll have an afternoon off.
Well, Marcus Rashford played with an injury till he broke it and he broke a bone. in his
Exactly.
back.
So
that's what I
knowing
mean.
that about Marcus Rashford and some of the other guys,
I mean, he looked dead. He's looked dead on his feet the last few weeks. I mean, Palace game, he played really well. He's my man of the match.
I mean, I
most
really
people's
don't
man
know
of
if
the
we
match,
can
apart
we
from
got a
whoever
chance.
picks it.
I really don't know if we got a chance at this Europa League. I mean, we could get. Who's it? We'll be playing the quarter final. It's either Turkish side or Gothenburg, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
we've got a right route to the final that we could easily win. I don't know what he does because at the same time, knowing that you've got to prepare the players physically, you've got to give them the rest, and a couple of weeks rest when they're this fit is actually decent for them. I think they're probably going to have to do another mini sort of pre-season sort of holiday camp again that they did last year.
And
I
any
think
questions though? If we get any signings before this quarter final,
No, they
are
can't
they eligible to play? Not even Grealish.
No.
Sancho, no.
No, the registration window was January.
Bit of a dumb at that.
I mean, to be fair, like you say, if you give some of the players a break now, we've got, you can bring in some of the youngsters. It'd be great to see the likes of Laird and Garner, Levitt getting a game.
We might have a video of Laird setting up the paddock.
Oh, mate, that would be cool. Quality Laird.
I mean, it could be a great shot in the arm for the
season.
season if we won it.
It would. I mean, listen,
For the start of the season.
I get
Of
it. I get where you're coming
Of
from.
course, and I want to win it.
I want trophies. You don't want, we're not Arsenal where you celebrate top four. You want trophies, yeah? I get that. But I just think I can sort of understand where Ollie was coming from in the sense of Champions League. He had to make a decision, especially with the fact that so many of our team look goosed. They just look goose to me. They look, I don't know.
That's it. So Ollie and the team's job now is bring them back down at the end of the season, get some rest into them, give them a couple of weeks off, let them blow off a little bit of steam, and then you've got to start building them back up logically then. And you can't do that when the games are going to restart in September and the end of the Europa League is the last week in August, if you got there. So I obviously don't want us to phone it in.
Yeah.
I want us to go for it. You might need to use the semis and final of the Europa League as your pre-season games. So if the Mengi and Lairds and the Gallos can get us up through this next round of the quarter final, and we can get maybe a couple of weeks in, maybe, of pre-season training, away from the matchday responsibilities, and then bring in your bigger guns for the semis and the final when you know that you play Bruno and Paul Pogba against, I think Roma's a possibility
Yeah,
in the
Roma's a
semi-final,
possibility.
and you fucking get the job done. Then you're in a final, and then you're flying. Then you continue your pre-season work. You give, because like you got to remember, the likes of Laird, Mengi, they're not going to need a break. They're fine. And then you start to put together your squad for next season. They've got a couple of weeks then in between, probably 3 weeks, but from that ending to the first Premier League game.
It's 12th of September, isn't it? Something.
Let's have it.
Swear.
Yeah.
You've got to manage it though, because you can't just be like, we'll have a full fit squad for that, then that, because you won't. You're gonna have to pick and choose something. Something's got to be bent.
A balance.
Yeah, no, there is definitely. You're right. He's got to have a bit of balance, and he's got to make some decisions. You look at it. You can see the players that need a break. You can see it. You talk about some players need protecting for themselves. You talk about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford, we saw it against the Scousers, hobbling around. Do you know what I mean? We saw it against Wolves. He's got almost a broken back, and he's playing because we need him. then you got to take him out the final line and just say, listen, you've done your bit. Now it's someone else's turn to step up.
Harry says United getting an added break for playing in Europe, allegedly. I haven't heard that.
Oh,
Interesting.
rumoured but not confirmed.
Interesting. Yeah, and I think this is where, if Ollie manages to pull this out of the bag and then start the season strong, he's played a blinder, because you don't need to play a fully dead team. You can play McTominay, Mata, Fred. That's a capable midfielder beating fucking Istanbul Beşiktaş, isn't it? Or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh, Gothenburg, whoever it is.
That's a team that I'd be pretty confident in having it for those games. And then you bring in maybe Pogba or Bruno instead of both.
Thing is, though, they will need some game time, maybe in that quarter final, just to experience for the semi, to get on the final. Pogba and Bruno,
Maybe.
just a little bit.
They're playing 11v11.
Because if they're coming from a holiday, that's you're thrown straight back into a semi-final. Whoa, pressure's on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've had 2 weeks off. Some of them been suspended longer than that in season. I know they're still training daily, but they won't be training
So
daily.
some will get a week off, straight back home.
It'd be,
I know some of them have gone on holiday today.
It'd be a great...
I know Marcus was doing something for BT today, and then he's off on holiday somewhere.
It'd be great if we ended the season with the European
Men ended the season in August.
Shot in the arm for a new campaign.
Well, Wolves started this season 13 months ago. Or whatever it was, 12 months ago, sorry. And they've got another month to go.
Is this true? If they won the Europa,
Yeah.
4th place would be
No.
taken away.
Chelsea would have to
have
win the
5.
Champions League, wouldn't it?
What? You can have 5.
You can have 5 this year.
In the Champions League.
So
the only way that would
Chelsea
have
won the
worked.
Champions
No,
League.
the
If
only way
Leicester
that would have
finished
worked, it worked. If Chelsea finished outside the top 4 and won the Champions League, then and Wolves won the Europa, then 4th wouldn't have counted towards the Champions League because you'd have 5 then. But because Chelsea are in the Champions League, there's no possibility of that happening. It's like back in the day when the Scousers won the Champions League and Everton finished 4th. Yeah, well, no, Everton stayed in it. They had to have a special meeting, didn't they? Because they hadn't sort of planned for that. And then in the end, they both went in. And Everton, whatever.
Let's see if we've got any
Was there a
questions.
super chat there?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Sorry, I thought I'd seen some...
We'll have plenty of rest. Let's go for Europa. Between when? Between now and the 5th of August. European competing teams come back 22nd of September. Maybe it is a thing then. So you get that extra week after that.
What you don't want is this to scupper us for the start of next season. You don't want to be coming back knackered.
Because you've seen teams that have started in that early.
Yeah.
The ones that miss out on a pre-season. We've seen Burnley do it.
Yeah, Burnley have
Newcastle in memory, I think, have done it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of teams that have
West
just
Ham
been
years ago did it.
West Ham.
Yeah.
Been fucked up on the back of, guess what? July 20th, you're playing in a qualifier. What?
Yeah. Really?
No good. No bueno.
So we don't want to be starting off slowly in the Premier League because, listen, we're not going to challenge for the title. I'm not saying we are, but we want to start off well and at least put ourselves in that top 4
I want to be in it.
straight away and
I wanna be
hopefully
in it.
in a conversation with the top 3.
I want to be in it, even if we don't win it.
You should
get a sniff of
yeah,
it for the
you
bit.
if you're in the conversation in sort of February, March, whatever.
Yeah.
I can live with that as progress. Not where I want to be. I want to be winning titles, not challenging for a bit.
No.
We're not Arsenal, but it's a process in it. So we've got to be realistic because we've got 30 odd points to make up. We're going to make that up in one season, unfortunately.
Maybe if the right signings come available, you don't know.
Well, no, they reckon every signing's worth somewhere between 4 and 6 points, I think.
So if we make
Defence.
5, if we make, my maths is terrible, 8 signings, we've won the league.
Well, considering that I think it's the ones that you get to play, at best they make that sort of an impact.
If United are in the mix at Christmas, would the summer transfer plans for next year be pushed to January? Yeah, we're with a chance here.
So you can get though, isn't it? As well, it's whether those players can come in.
I fucking hate this. And the
Right.
club use it as an excuse as well. It's complicated in January. Why?
But yeah, you can only do one transfer at a time. I've heard that. That's a
Right,
load of shit.
yeah, let's role play a minute. You be Monaco, and I'm
Okay.
after fucking anyone, right? Hi, Monaco. Can I buy your player?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. When it's the summer, do you want to sell me your best player?
If the money's right.
Right. No is the answer.
No.
Should we start this again? Fucking hell. Right.
I'm just thinking
The
from
point
a
I'm
Monaco
trying to-
point
right.
of view. You know what I mean? It's a tax haven. We need more money. So, yeah, all right.
get violent in a minute.
Maybe I do want to sell my best player. Because, to be honest with you, I'm hearing rumours that he's been out on the town a lot at night. I don't know if I'm fully
Fuck
confident
off,
in him. Yeah.
Right.
You've already had
Generally.
Martial off us.
Generally.
Right. Go on, do it again.
Can I sign your best
No,
player?
you can't. We
Right.
need him. That's what we are.
So why is that different in January? Because it's hard to get people in. Was it not hard to get people in the summer?
I think... Listen...
I think it's bullshit excuse.
I think you just got a box clever with it, and we made a big mistake with Sanchez, and it pains me to say it, but you know,
Who?
you look exactly.
It's a shame.
And
I
then
will
you
say
looked
that
at
for
what the way City went around that. They had our pants down a little bit because we went head to head with them. We got him. We were like, oh great, we've got him, and City haven't. They waited and got Mahrez in the summer anyway, and it was just like, right, okay, that worked well. So, and also there's that thing where like they did with Laporte. I don't want to make this all about City, but again, they did it the right way. You buy him, and then okay, we'll have him in the summer. But we've got him now.
Yeah, but there's the conversations you can have. If like, right, okay, let's say you don't get Grealish now,
Okay.
and the window closes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you can't talk to them until fucking New Year's Eve. Pick up the phone. Say, all right, we didn't get that done yesterday. Do you want to meet us for a brew? Go meet him for a fucking brew. And say, right, I know you don't want to sell him. Let's start it now.
Do you know
So
what?
the 1st of January comes around, we take him off your hands and you fucking cash in.
That's what used to fuck Sir Alex Ferguson a little bit. He sort of, despite what a lot of people say about him, he did things the right way, what he considered the right way. And if a manager said, you know, wait, he'd wait. And he did it with Bale, and he did it with Shearer. And Shearer got the ump because Dalglish had been in his ear, and he was like, why is it taking you so long to ring me? Kenny Dalglish ran me months ago and didn't want to come to us. And Bale, Tottenham got in there when he was at Southampton and got a deal done. And Fergie was like, well, it was Ian Bramford when it was Shearer. I can't remember who the Southampton manager was at the time. But he was like, well, I was told to wait, so I waited. And then you've done the dirty on me because you've more or less gone to Spurs have come in and you've gone, all right, then, yeah. So, yeah, have them conversations because, you know, nice guys finish last. Did it with Gaza.
Yeah.
Just had the conversation but didn't get anything concrete and Spurs got in there again.
So, and that's the problem is that I
Make
don't
it
see
happen.
the issue. Like, surely it's as hard to buy. Think about the complications around the summer. So you pick an average fucking summer for a player, right?
Yeah.
It's a World Cup year. Complicated. Yeah? Where is he? Russia. Okay, cool. Before he goes Russia, he's going to do a 2-week training camp with his national team. Okay, no, all right, cool. Then he's in Russia. Oh, they got through to the semi-final. He's going on holiday after that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When the fuck can I talk to him? WhatsApp him, text him. Hi, selfie. Right. So where is it easier in the fucking summer to get a deal done than in January? You've got a fucking run up at it.
Yeah.
If you leave it to the last minute, you ain't doing it. But if you start making calls early doors, what about? And then let's say it is Jack Grealish and you for some reason, or even Bruno, right? Because we've just done that one in January. The last week of January. Last fucking days of January. But even if it was Bruno, and we tried in the summer, which we didn't, and I don't know why, but we didn't. We just weren't in for him. That is factual, as almost out of United's mouth as it could be. We weren't in for the guy, and clearly we should have been,
Was that
but we
maybe
weren't.
the Pogba situation that changed that, do you think?
I don't know, yeah.
Because it is odd. I get where you come from. I'd say
The,
thing as you.
So let's pretend that we tried to get it done, and then the window closed, and we weren't done. You get back on the phone to them, and you're like, right, we still want this guy. We see him as a future Manchester United player. You guys obviously was reluctant to sell him in the summer, which is why it dragged on. Can you guys go and get a replacement? We'll ice this for a bit, come back to you in a month. That sound all right? You go back to him in a month. Now it's only September, or end of September. And you're like, right, have you sorted a replacement out? And they're like, yeah, I think we've got a couple that we're looking at. All right, I'll give you a couple of weeks. I'll get back on the blower. We've been talking to Bruno. That's all right, yeah. Talking to Bruno, he's still up for it, yeah. So we happy on the fee? All right, back to you in a couple of weeks. And then surely that's how it's fucking done. Or in my head, that's how it's fucking done. Rather than the shit that you see in like the Sunderland Till I Die documentary, and they're like, hello, do you know any strikers? Like, not at fucking 10:30 at night on a fucking transfer deadline day, I don't, you dick.
It's. I just want normal stuff to be normal again. I'm sick of this.
Oh, really?
Everything. I just want normality returning.
Remember Tiger King? That was a good, wasn't it?
I never watched it.
That seems like an eternity ago.
Never watched it.
Hey, that was like 5 memes ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
World War III for a night. Didn't sleep. Was up all night thinking, we're having it, lads.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
Can you imagine that? Yeah.
World War
Actually,
III.
yeah.
Not even kidding. Was fucking a little bit excited, if anything.
Right. Yeah.
So we had World War
Lads,
III.
we're getting a band back together.
Oh,
on
I
solo.
look great in desert colour. So you're like, there's been fucking. I mean, this year's been wild, hasn't it? Let's be honest.
It has. There's.
And we've got elections later this year in America as well.
Yes. 100 days and 99. Is it 99 days or 100 days? Yeah.
And
November the 3rd,
word is
it,
that
or the 8th?
It won't surprise me. if
old
it's
fucking
fixed.
Donald's saying that he's not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
I don't care what the results are. I'm not going anywhere. Right. Okay.
And
That's interesting.
did no one ever think to write that in the rules?
The Constitution.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
if you
I
get
think
voted
they
out,
prop-
you have to fucking leave.
They
So
proper,
if,
like,
it,
just
if he
hammered
loses,
that out
he's
quickly,
saying he
didn't they?
will not vacate the
He
premises.
said that last time. He said even though he wasn't leaving, he said he wouldn't accept. He might not accept the result if it didn't go his way.
Everyone goes, what?
Well, you can't do that. That's
Well,
that's
let's
like
test that
that's
theory.
blatant cheating right there.
Well, yeah.
If he's voted out, get out.
Well, yeah.
I think he's going to squat. He's going to get a Section 6 notice on his door, and he's going to change the locks. And he's going, look, 6 months. You know the rules. I'm not going anywhere. This is my house for 6 months.
America's
Those
not
are the
leaving.
laws.
America's going to
very
a
nice
civil
house.
war. I'm telling you.
Oh,
It's very nice. Have you seen what's going on in Portland?
Mate, that's sick.
What with the feds and all that taking
Yeah.
protesters?
Just twatting them as well. See, people like there was people giving medical aid to someone.
And
Just
he was
coming in
fine,
just fucking one.
I love. Do you know what though? That is horrible. But like you know the wall of mums and the wall of vets and stuff like that. Even from the most horrific situations, there's like you still see some good people there. You still see like the best of humanity. I know you've seen the worst of it, but you still see the best of people that are risking themselves to protect the protesters that are going down there, knowing full well they could get their heads kicked right in.
Oh, yeah.
But are just taking a stand anyway. And I think that
Without a
tip that's
shadow of a doubt,
that
that's
is
literally
amazing.
what's going on.
Yeah, and there's, that wall of mums things I thought was just mint. I was just like, you know what? They just don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
if you're
it's
the
like,
big
don't
army
care.
guy and you've got a baton and you're hitting a mum, yeah, I hope you're proud of yourself, lad. You know what I mean?
Well, Trump's
Tossers.
like trying to get his own little Gestapo going in. He's like,
You
he's
see
going
that
full
they're hiring
Nazi.
all sorts of people that aren't wearing badge numbers and all sorts. It's all fucked up, innit?
Yeah.
Righty. So Mike, they were saying football talk.
What?
No, not necessarily.
We spoke about football a while ago.
Jesus, we did a lot of football here. Yeah. And there's the crazy one. I saw this one the other day. Is that the Pentagon have basically admitted that aliens are real. So we had the video footage from like out at sea where they were chasing them, didn't we? A couple of months ago.
Right.
And
Is
then
I'm not
this
saying
is about 3 days ago. There was like, yeah, so off-Earth vehicles are real, and we got some. And you're like,
What? What's?
Jay, I can see you looking at me. So
No, I.
Is it predators?
Yeah, where's
Is it
Ronaldo?
predators?
Just
The
a
predators
joke,
arriving. We're all going to be hunted.
Pentagon has off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
So they found UFOs. Is that a polite way of saying we've got?
Is this Area 51?
Yeah.
So that was the US government retrieved physical proof of vehicle not made on Earth. What?
Like, I love the fact that that's like probably page 12 or something in the newspaper.
Gemma Collins was in front of that in the fucking newspapers.
Gemma Collins. It's got a new show coming out or something. Or
Hey, all that cube.
she's changed what coffee she's
cube.
drinking.
How mad is this, right? How mad is that? No one's freaking out about this whatsoever. Everyone's kind of like, oh, you got third, we got a new
To
season.
be
of
fair, if
fucking,
you're an alien, you're not going to come at work, are you?
UFO alien cube.
You're not going to
big
go
got
Earth.
spotted by
There's a
NASA.
planet. It's absolutely ravaged with Rona. It's got an absolute lunatic as
Cats have
leading
got
the
Rona
free
now.
world. Yeah, let's go there.
Hang on, why has
No
the cat had a
thanks.
test and I've not had a test? Who's testing cats?
Cats are more important. Cats rule the world. All cat owners are doing is looking after cats. That's their only ever job. Cats actually run things. My cat runs my house.
Why is no one freaking out about this?
Mate, it's just one of them, innit?
If it looks like a
No
cube,
one cares. I don't care about it. I want to know if we bought Sancho. Yes, it's aliens. Yeah, who
2020
cares?
is.
Have we bought Sancho
Right,
yet?
Peter Kelly, you can fucking fight me outside now.
What's he saying?
He said, talk about Nicolas Cage and his acting abilities.
Oh, Peter Kelly. Peter Kelly.
put the bunny
Academy
back in the box.
Award-winning actor Nicolas Cage. I'll have you know. Just stating facts, nothing but facts. Don't get the bat out.
Put
I
the
didn't
bunny
give an
back in the back.
I didn't give an opinion. I just stated a fact about Nicolas Cage.
Oh, is this face off now? Are we
Got
going
a thing
face
about
off?
Nicolas Cage. I don't even like Nicolas Cage that much. I like The Rock. That's all I'm gonna say. And Con Air's alright. I'm not defending Nicolas Cage. I'm just telling you, he won an Academy Award, leaving Las Vegas. That's just a fact.
And I do know he's got a rare Superman comic first issue.
He was. Have you seen the pictures of him as Superman? He was gonna be Tim Burton's Superman.
Yeah, I've heard
seen the
that,
screen
yeah.
test pictures. It's ridiculous. Thank God it never happened.
Moving on.
Me dirty looks. See, Peter Kelly's derailed the brew
Right, I'm fucking going.
with his reference to Nicolas
Right,
Cage.
listen, fuck Miguel Delaney and fuck Nicolas Cage. And welcome our new alien overlords.
And fuck Donald Trump.
The fucking season finale of 2020 is going to be off the fucking chain, lads. What else can come? We joked about aliens in March.
No, now
we
you're,
got aliens.
now you're pulling up
Predator-
articles about it.
Predators.
I'm going dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. Oh,
Yep, I'm going some wanker. Oh, actually, did you see this in Japan? Right, they've animated a 60-foot robot. Why? Do you know what it looks like? Do you remember Power Rangers when they all get together in the big robot thing? That's what it looks like.
Gundam.
Right? What?
It's a Gundam robot.
There you go, one of them. Right? In 2020, lads, how about just park it?
What,
We've
do you
already had the
reckon?
guy that was like, oh, I've just found these fucking caskets in Egypt that are 4,000 years old and haven't been touched. Should we crack them open? No. Let's not. Absolutely not. You fucking mad? Right, so the only thing left, T-Rexes.
T-Rex is an alien robot.
T-Rexes.
Yeah.
That's what's coming next. Some wanker is going to fucking... Because you know the permafrost is melting in Siberia. I know you know about this. You talk about it all the time. So the permafrost is melting
Always.
in Siberia.
Can't
There's
stop
going to be
talking about
some frozen T-Rex jizz that's going to land on a chicken. And we're going to have chicken T-Rex hybrids running around the place.
One day, someone's going to look back at this
KFC
video
will
and
have
go,
a field
how
day
did he
with
know?
that.
How
Right.
did he know?
Tune in.
Hey!
Tune in later for some football talk. At 7 o'clock, we'll be doing a season review. It was outside Old Trafford, got pissed wet through. So you better fucking tune in and check it out. But cheers for watching. From Andy, from Jay, and from me. We will see you at 7 for that. And then we're back again in the news. Is it Ronaldo on the news tomorrow?
No, it's Casey making his debut.
Casey on the news. Nice one, everybody. See you in a bit.